Before we start this video, leave a like. Marcus Aurelius was the last of the 5 good emperors and ruled over Rome from 161 to 180 AD, known as one of the more important figures in Western history. His personal writings are still studied today by philosophers and politicians alike in an attempt to understand not only the life of this important historical figure but also his powerful message and legacy. Read on to learn more about Marcus Aurelius and how you can apply his life lessons to your own. 1. Control what you can control. As Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." In other words, what's within your control is always more important than what's outside of it. You can't always control what happens to you, but you can always control how you react to it. And that's what truly matters. 2. The best revenge is living well. We all want to get revenge on someone at some point in our lives. But what Marcus Aurelius teaches us is that the best revenge is not to stoop to their level, but to live our lives well. When we live our lives well, we show them that we are better than they are. And that is the ultimate revenge. 3. Worry less about death. We worry about death because we think it's the end of everything. But Marcus Aurelius reminds us that death is just a natural part of life. He says, "Death smiles at us all a man can do is smile back." So instead of worrying about death, we should focus on living our best lives. 4. Don't hold grudges. One of the most important things that Marcus Aurelius taught us was to not hold grudges. He believed that holding on to anger and resentment was poisonous and would only lead to suffering. Instead, he advocated for forgiveness and understanding. 5. Be responsible for your actions. We are each responsible for our own actions, and we can't control what other people do. However, we can control how we react to what others do. If we're always reacting to what others do, then we're not really living our own lives. We're just following someone else's lead. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that we need to take responsibility for our own lives and make our own decisions. 6. Everyone has their own purpose in life. It's not up to others to decide. We all have our own unique talents and abilities. It's up to us to find out what they are and use them to our best advantage. Life is too short to waste time doing things we don't enjoy or that don't fulfill us. We should make the most of every day and not take anything for granted. 7. Nothing lasts forever. Focus on today. The Roman emperor wrote, "You could leave life right now." Let that determine what you do and say and think. If we keep this in mind, it'll be easier to appreciate the present moment and not take things for granted.